Welcome, my name is Transleona. I'm a raccoon girl on Twitch. The following is a recording of one of my latest streams on Twitch. Sit back and relax, and I hope you enjoy the show. Who lost family. Those like that red-haired young man. Well, after the battle, I attended the funeral for the village's dead as a representative of the army. I still clearly remember the eyes of one particular red-haired young man in attendance. Bottomless sadness, twisted by rage, eyes such as I have never seen before or since. And I was the one responsible for giving him such eyes. No, that isn't true. Agate never blamed the Erebonians or the Royal Army or even you, General. The person he blamed was himself. Huh? What do you mean? All I know is what I observed, but Agate always seemed to blame himself in some way for Misha's death. Wasn't even remotely true of course, but he convinced himself it was. And then after practically torturing himself over what happened, he left the village. He wanted to search for an answer, to find a way to make it up to Misha. I always thought his time as a street thug in Rouen was because of that, because he never found his answer. He did eventually get his head screwed back on and began walking the path of a bracer, but I don't think he ever truly found the answer he sought. He's still trapped in that same sadness, that same anger at himself. How terrible. Hey, General, are you sure you won't let us bracers help against the dragon? What? We definitely have some strong points the army doesn't. We're smaller so we can respond faster. We're closer to the civilian population. It's a bit easier for us to get to places where the army has trouble getting to, too. I know we could help if you'd let us. But now that I've heard all this, I think Agate became a bracer because he thought there was potential in those abilities. The potential to find a way to make peace with his sister. I think I can understand now why Agate became a bracer when Dad invited him. Dad became a bracer when he lost Mom, after all. So to prove the potential of bracers, and more than anything, to help the people in need around me, I want to do everything I possibly can. So please, let us help you. Estelle. Ah, beautifully said, Estelle. No wonder, had bracers been in Bose 10 years ago, could it all have been... It's nothing. Cassius is swamped with other duties, so I will be taking command of the army operations against the dragon. I need to head back to the Hawken Gate and hold council over our next moves. I will take your suggestions under advisement. So then, do not be hasty. I merely said I would take it under advisement. I will contact your guild house tonight with the results of our deliberations. That is all I can promise. Right, we understand. The orchestra tenses, awaiting a single word. I cannot wait. I'm with part of myself here, then. Ryzen, my thanks for your hospitality. No, please, come by any time. Okay, we better get back to Bose. Agate should probably stay here, huh? He's gonna need at least a few days to recover from his wounds. We should let him sleep for now. Yeah, good idea. Let's check in on him before we go and fill in Tita with what's going on. Elder Ryzen, I know that's not the best time to ask, but please take care of Agate for us. You don't need to worry, he's part of our family here. Besides, compared to 10 years ago, a dragon is nothing. We should be thanking the goddess no one's died yet. Estelle? Hi, Tita. How's Agate doing? He's still asleep. But, his face looks a lot better, so I think he'll be okay so long as he gets a lot of rest. I see. So this is Agate's house, huh? It is small, but it is warm and comfortable. It's so loving. This must be where he lived with his sister. Hey, this photograph. This looks like a picture of when Agate was a kid. That means this girl must be. Yes, I think it's Misha. What a sweet little child. She and Agate seem to have been quite close. I think so too. Agate and Misha look really happy, after all. Yeah, they really do. Agate looks about 14 in this, so Misha would be what, 12? Agate's got the sort of face that just screams, I'm the world's biggest prankster. I bet he was an interesting kid. Still though, why did Agate keep quiet about his sister? He kept talking about her as if she was alive. Yeah, but you think about it, Agate never said Misha was alive. He said he comes back to visit, and I bet he meant he visits her grave. Now that you mention it, yeah. He still should have known we had the wrong idea about it, though. Why wouldn't he correct us? I don't know, but Agate said once work calmed down a bit, he'd introduce us all. I think he was going to tell us then. That's right, I bet that's it. Well, we can ask him later what he intended, but, Tita? We need to head back to the Bose Guild House soon, but, what is it? Estelle explained that the army would be contacting the guild that evening. Oh, I see. Estelle? You don't need to say anything, Tita. You're gonna say you want to stay behind to take care of Agate, right? No, mwahaha, underestimate me at your own peril, my little Tita. I can read the inside of your mind like a picture book. It's a big sister thing. Aww. Leave the rest to us, Tita. Tita, you can focus on helping Agate heal, alright? We understand. Estelle, everyone, thank you so much. Oh, you don't need to thank us. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Gunder. There's only one thing I'll ask you to do. When Agate wakes up, tell him that we just told you, okay? Oh, you mean the stuff about the bracers and the army working together? Yeah, also I want you to stop Agate from trying anything reckless. Physically, if necessary. You're not to let him out of this bed until he's fully healed. Got it? Yeah, I'll do my best. Estelle, everyone, be careful, okay? Come on, let us away to the city before the coming of dusk. Good idea. We'll probably hear back from the general tonight, so we better hurry back to the guild house. It sounds like you kids have had a workout. Still, to think Agate's past was that terrible. Sadly, it makes sense in some ways. Hearing this finally assembles all the pieces of the puzzle for me. It's no wonder Agate felt the way he did back then. Huh? It was 10 years ago. Practically the day after the war ended, Agate came to the mayor's house. What? Why? You mean to your house, Maybelle? Yes, he barged in with murder in his eyes, and came face to face with my father, the mayor at the time. He had to know why the mayor of Bose, the man responsible for the entire region, he demanded to know why he had banded revenue. Oh. I was a child at the time, and it got me when I saw him arguing with my father for seemingly no reason. So I leapt out and slapped him. Oh man. Can see why he doesn't like remembering that, at least. Yes, though ultimately father never answered Agate's question. He did say he was going to send financial aid to help with repairs. Agate grew even more livid when he heard that. He even raised his fist to strike father. But then he just left without throwing a blow. So that's what happened. That's why the air between you two seemed kind of weird. Yes, it's always hovered over us like a cloud. Still, to seeing Agate's sister died in the war, I've been terribly unfair to him. He bears a bit of responsibility too for not saying anything. You don't need to worry about it, Mayor Maybelle. I suppose. How badly is Agate hurt? Don't worry, it's not too bad. He'll be up and surly again in 2, maybe 3 days. Be thankful for small mercies at least. Yes, I'm glad to hear it's not serious. Yes. That reminds me, Maybelle? How is Leela doing? Well, Her injuries have been treated, but she hasn't come out of her coma yet. Oh, how despicable of our supposedly lion-hearted fugitive. Lovely, refined ladies such as Leela are treasures that ennoble the world simply by existing. I'll tell Leela you said that when she awakens. On the subject of good news, I'm glad to hear that General Morgan came to your aid. If the guild and army were to truly work together, I'm convinced no force in the world could stop you. Nothing's been decided yet, so we can't make any promises. But just between you and me, and the desk, we'll make it work. Is the Bracer Guild, Bose Branch. Oh, General Sir, we've been waiting. And here we go. Oh, so that's the plan then. I understand. Tomorrow at the landing port, 10 a.m. sharp. I'll be sure to tell them. Thank you, sir. So what's the word, Lugrin? The Royal Army is going to execute a plan to capture the dragon tomorrow using airships. They say they want you on one of the airships as observers. They're going to use airships? Whoa. Taking the battle to our foe in his element then? And with the elite as a Liberalian military? Well, if we're just observers, we won't be able to actually do anything. Even so, I'm still grateful for a chance to get a closer look at that dragon. And it might just be up to us if the army fails somehow. No rest for the weary then, huh? I'm up for it. Haha. At last, some light at the end of the tunnel. Maybell. Mayor Maybell, are you alright? Yes, it was nothing. You look dizzy enough to be a toy top, Mayor. You must be exhausted. But I know what Estelle just said, Mayor, but don't strain yourself. Don't worry, really. I'm hardly straining myself. During the Hundreds of Days War, Father did everything he could to protect Bose. One time, he even conducted extremely dangerous negotiations in order to deceive the Imperial Army. Compared to what he did, this is nothing. Mayor Maybell. Oh, Maybell. Estelle, please. Please take care of things. Please dispel the fear that haunts the people of Bose and Revenue. Yeah. Leave it to us. Hey, Agate. Agate, come on. Are you looking forward to your birthday? I got a present that I'm sure will make you super duper happy. Something like I'll like, huh? Gonna make something tasty for me? What? No, why would you think of food when I mention a birthday present? Presents should be things that last, you know? Something you treasure forever. You really think so? Something that'll last and that I'll treasure? Maybe a hunting knife or something? You just got a hunting knife for from the village elder, dummy. The answer is an accessory, handmade by yours truly. It's, not done yet, though. Whoa, hey. An accessory? Like, what kind of accessory? I'm not a girl, you know. Come on, Agate, you're so boring. Even boys can be stylish and cute if they have some kind of accessory. If you have one, Agate, even a stick in the mud like you will get all the ladies. Hey, come on, knock it off. You, really not want it? You're always taking care of me, so I wanted to give something back. I've been working really hard to make it, but if it's really not something you'd like, just don't make it too cute or flashy, okay? Don't worry. It's simple but cool. It'll fit you perfectly, Agate, I promise. Especially since you're so tall. Yeah, it'll be perfect, I bet. Yeah, I get it. You're all curious now, so just make it good, okay? I will. Hey, Agate? What is it, Misha? I just want to say thank you so much for always being my big brother. What? A dream, huh? This should be good. Misha? Agate. Oh, thank Idios you're awake. Short stuff. How are your injuries? Do you feel okay? Yeah, this is no... No, don't move. You need to sleep. Your wounds aren't healed at all yet. Come on. Stuff like this ain't a big deal. They'll heal fine, even if you ignore them. No! I promised Estelle. I promised I wouldn't let you out of bed until you were better. Hey! No. I get it already. Phew. Sheesh, getting all worked up over a bunch of scratches. Holy crap, it's nighttime already. Where the heck is everyone? They all went back to the city for a while. They made some kind of promise with General Morgan, I think. A promise with Morgan? Tita conveyed Estelle's message to Agate. I see. So they got Morgan moving, did they? The guild ought to be hearing from the army right about now, in that case. Well, hell, I can't just stay here is what I want to say, but on the other hand, it is pretty late tonight. We'll get out of Bose tomorrow morning. But, look, I've had a good long rest. I'm seriously feeling better. These really are just scratches. They'll heal up even if I'm working hard. I'm fine, don't worry. You sure you're not forcing yourself? Hey, give the veteran bracer a little bit of credit here. I ain't so crazy as to go overboard on stuff like dragons or the society twice. I can't keep putting you in danger either. Oh. Point is, I sure don't have the guts to anger my scary little nursemaid. Trust me a little here. Oh, Agate. I guess you do look a lot better, though. Told you, didn't I? I know my limit better than anyone. Hee, that's good. Hey, what's wrong? Sniffle, heck. I said I'm okay, really. Sort of the goddess, I ain't lying. Sniffle, no, that's not it. So relieved, it's just so. You know, what? Wah! Eric, come on, short stuff, calm down. I get it. I'm sorry, Tita. I guess I made you worry pretty bad, huh? After charging off alone, I get broken like a twig in a fight. I had no chance of winning. Then on top of all that, I made you do that crazy thing to protect me. Yes. Agate, you dummy. I was so worried and I saw you get hurt and? Yeah, you're right. I really am a complete idiot. Sniffle. Feel a bit calmer now? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cry like that. You sure know how to shock a guy, you know that? That whole thing sent shivers down my spine, way worse than when I fought that silver-haired idiot. Sniffle? Oh yeah. Agate, are you hungry? I made some soup with some things the village elder left. Ah, that smelled so good. Right on. Wait, hold on. Why is the kitchen... Huh? Let me look. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's a few spots that are different, but it looks just like it did back then. And there's something like this too? I'm amazed it survived. Huh? Alright, I'm probably losing you, aren't I? My place actually burned down 10 years ago. You mean... One of those incendiary shells from the Imperials hit it dead on. It caught fire instantly and burned down straight to the foundation. I'd heard the village elder was his usual nutty self and had it rebuilt, but didn't think they'd try to put the furniture and decorations back together even. Never could bring myself to come in here before. Guess I really gotta tell them thanks given how much they did. So, then, that's when Misha... secret's out, huh? She was making me a present for my birthday. It was a handmade accessory of some kind that she saw looked good on me. When we were fleeing for the mountains, she ran back to the house to get it. And that's when the house was hit. When they finally pulled her out, she was burned pretty badly, let's put it that way. And even after everything she suffered, she still had that present clutched in her hands. The metal parts were hopelessly melted, but the stones were still okay. Take a look. It's pretty. They ain't even septium, ain't even valuable, just some pretty rocks. Probably something she found down by the river. I've lost count of the number of times I've thought, all for this. It's funny though, you know? I can't blame her or get angry at her for it. I never intended for it to be a memento of her. When I left the village though, it was the only thing I couldn't part with, even when I became a raven down in Rouen. Pretty pathetic for a thug, right? No, not at all. No, it's pretty damn pathetic. As long as I could hold on to this, I could also hold on to my anger. My anger at myself. My anger at the worthless, spineless son of a bitch who couldn't even save his own sister. But I ended up putting all that pent-up rage into every swing of my sword. So long as I did that, I could at least look like I was keeping it together. A half-baked man trapped by rage and self-deception and unable to move on. It's exactly like that bastard said. Agate? Nah, it's worse, ain't it? I'm just a piece of shit who runs away from anything painful. I'm the thing I hate most, a goddamn loser of a dog running around with my tail between my legs. I'm pathetic, absolutely pathetic. Agate, I don't really understand how you feel, Agate. I don't think I can really try to understand what makes you feel so hurt. But I think I need to say something in Misha's place. Huh? Don't you dare make fun of my big brother. You know the first thing about what makes my brother such a good guy? I know my brother better than anyone else. I won't let anyone talk badly about my brother, even if it's you yourself. What? Huh? I know I might not measure up to Misha, but I still know a lot of good things about you, Agate. And so it makes me so sad to hear you say such bad things about yourself. It made me kind of angry, despite not really understanding what you meant. And? Oh man. Busting out the lecture, sounding exactly like Misha. You sure are acting grown up, short stuff. Don't treat me like a kid. I was really sad and really angry. Sad and angry? I don't know the first thing about myself, huh? You really hit it on the head. Oh? Thanks, Tita. You really helped me see it. Agate? There ain't no point in trying to judge yourself when all you can see is your own limited vision of yourself. All you can really do is plow on. Anger, sadness, neither have anything to do with it. You just have to go straight on until you find an answer. Yeah, maybe then I'll finally understand why I've held on to this thing for so long. So sad. So that market's already being repaired? That's wonderful. I certainly got to it quickly. It only happened yesterday. Yes, Mayor Maybell's throwing herself into it. She's already sent aid to Ravenna as well, or so I heard. Everyone's doing their best, even through their fear. Heard word from Grandsell as well, and Grandmother has issued a proclamation. She has stated that the government will respond immediately to the threat of the dragon and will send aid to the affected areas. That's our queen, awesome. And I can think of certain lords and ministers of Arabonia who could stand to learn from such an example. They're far more interested in attending fancy parties than addressing the concerns of the citizenry. Ironically, I could say a lot of the same for the Republic. Half the time our politicians seem to spend so much time dancing around each other that they never get anything done. Well, it may help that we're such a small country. Regardless, preparations for the plan against the dragon should be almost complete. Time to go see what the Royal Army can do then. So we should just head for the landing port, I guess, right? Yes, you're scheduled to depart at 10 a.m. at port number 1. It's about 9 now, so you should have time to pick up some supplies. Right. Would that be a little difficult with the market, in the state it's in? The market's merchants have been put up in the hotel for now. They're still open for business, seemingly, so you should be able to pick up some necessities there. Nothing like resistance. It would be wise to visit them before we head to the landing port. Alright. That was almost 40 minutes of reading. Figures, right? Thanks for watching. You can also catch my streams on twitch.tv/transleona to join in on the fun. Can't wait to see you there.